Now, the most powerful military on the planet is amassing at the doorstep of Iran. One aircraft carrier has been deployed, another is being floated towards the region. Waves of fighter jets, guided missile destroyers, a naval armada of historic scale are circling. Now, 2 rounds of talks between Iran and the United States have failed to find any kind of common ground, but inside Tehran's closed rooms, the strategists are running a very different kind of a calculation, because if talks collapse and the missiles start flying, then Iran has only one window to completely change the course of war and perhaps to change the face of West Asia. Take a look at this report.
For Iran's military planners, a war with the United States is not about endurance. It is about shock, speed, saturation. If the US strikes, Tehran's doctrine is brutally clear. Hit back immediately. Hit back everywhere. And hit back hard. American air power alone would methodically dismantle Iran's infrastructure base by base.
It's not easy to make a meaningful deal with Iran. We have to make a meaningful deal. Otherwise, bad things happen. But we have to make a meaningful deal.
But winning, Iranian commanders have long argued, is not the point. And survival requires one devastating, coordinated opening blow before the Americans can establish air supremacy. Before the carrier strike groups lock in their firing solutions, before the shock and awe silences everything. The horizon of the Iranian coast is crowded with the brute force of a superpower. The USS Abraham Lincoln is on station, and the world's largest aircraft carrier, the USS Gerald Ford, is slicing through the waves and fast approaching the region. The massive naval buildup, coupled with a surge of elite fighter jets and about 40,000 US troops, is designed to force Tehran onto its knees. Washington's demands are absolute: zero nuclear enrichment and a total halt to ballistic missile development. But behind the closed doors of the Muscat and Geneva talks, the diplomacy is failing. The threats are rising.
So what the president has been very clear with the Iranians, and actually I just talked to Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner this morning about some of their negotiations, is the United States has certain red lines. Our primary interest here is we don't want Iran to get a nuclear weapon. We don't want nuclear proliferation.
Iran is digging in. Supreme Leader Khamenei fires back with a chilling pledge. Iran's arsenal includes weapons capable of sending American warships straight to the seabed.
It seems to them that, and the US president keeps saying this, the US army is the strongest army in the world. The strongest army in the world may sometimes get slapped so hard that it cannot stand up straight.
Khamenei's words follow this AI-generated video released by the IRGC, which shows a barrage of Iranian missiles and drones attacking American nuclear-powered warships. Along with them, Iran has fast-attack torpedo boats and submarine-launched torpedoes. If the order comes, the Islamic Republic's strategy is not a slow burn, but a devastating immediate wildfire. The plan is to overwhelm US multi-layered missile defense systems with a saturation strike, the likes of which have never been seen. Simultaneously, the Houthis in Yemen would need to join Iranian forces. It has the firepower, ballistic missiles the kind that have already struck deep inside Israel. That second front would force the Americans to split their missile defenses, to divide their attention, to absorb blows from multiple directions at once. Now, in an interesting development, Russia has sent a warship to the region. Iran and Russia are holding drills. By embedding Russian assets into the Iranian defense perimeter, Moscow is creating a strategic shield. It complicates any potential US strike plan, forcing American commanders to consider the risk of hitting a Russian hull. Remember, Moscow has repeatedly released statements urging Washington to engage in dialogue and not to attack Iran. Iran also continues to show its prowess. It conducted military drills in the strategic Strait of Hormuz. Iranian forces fired live missiles. Iran has warned that if pushed to a corner, it can shut off the crucial waterways. About 13 million barrels of crude oil per day was transited through the Strait of Hormuz in 2025. This is roughly 31% of global seaborne crude flow. A blockade of the critical route would send global markets in a tizzy. The American deployment in West Asia has similarities with the 2003 Iraq War. Trump is pushing every possible war asset to the region. If war comes, Iran knows it cannot match America blow for blow. Its only chance is the first blow. A massive opening strike meant to change the battlefield before the war consumes the nation. After that first hour, the balance shifts decisively. Tehran knows it. Washington too is aware of the risks.